If this message found you, pause for a second, because this may be one of those moments your spirit was meant to recognize. Someone has already left your life, or they are leaving right now, and a part of you still does not fully understand why. You did not lose them. They were removed. And in this video, you will discover the 5 specific types of people God is removing from the lives of chosen ones in this exact season, and why each removal is not a punishment. It is a promotion. There is a pattern that chosen ones share, and almost no one talks about it honestly. Before every major elevation in your life, there is a removal. Before the breakthrough, there is a breaking away. Before the new chapter opens, certain people are quietly escorted out of your story. Not because they are entirely bad, not because you failed, but because the next level of your assignment requires a different circle. What looked like abandonment was alignment. What felt like rejection was redirection. What hurt like loss was, in truth, preparation. These are the 5 people God removes when He is positioning you for spiritual wealth and divine abundance. Pay close attention, because the removal you are grieving right now, it was not random. It was intentional. The first person God removes is the one who made you comfortable in limitation. This is perhaps the most painful removal, because this person was not your enemy. They were familiar. They were safe. They were the one who always said, "You are fine just the way you are," in a way that quietly kept you from becoming who you were made to be. Comfort is not always a blessing. Sometimes, comfort is a ceiling disguised as a friend. You were created for expansion, for elevation, for a level of abundance that does not fit inside the container of who you used to be. And God, in His divine discernment, understood that this person, no matter how much they loved you, could not accompany you into your next season. Their removal was not about their worth. It was about your trajectory. You were not abandoned. You were uncapped. The second person God removes is the one who reflected a false version of you. This is the person who, subtly, often without knowing, reinforced a version of your identity that was not aligned with your calling. They saw you as less. They spoke over you with words that diminished rather than discerned. And the longer you stayed close to them, the more you began to believe the reflection they held up, instead of the one God had already declared over your life. The attack on your self-worth was not random. It was aimed at your future. Because once you know your value, truly know it, you stop begging. You stop settling. You stop apologizing for what God placed on your life. Their removal was not a loss of love. It was a restoration of truth. The false mirror had to be taken away so the real image could finally emerge. The third person God removes is the one who was silently draining your spiritual energy. You may not have been able to name it, but you felt it. Every interaction left you heavier than before. Every conversation required recovery. Chosen ones are carriers of a frequency, a spiritual assignment that requires their energy to be protected, not depleted. This person was not necessarily malicious, but their presence consistently drew from your spirit without ever replenishing it. God does not remove them out of cruelty. He removes them because your assignment is too important to be exhausted before it is fulfilled. Your energy is anointed. Protect it. If this message is already speaking to something you have been carrying quietly, comment 777 below. Not just as a symbol, but as a declaration that you receive this truth today. And stay with me, because the next 2 removals are the ones most chosen, ones have never heard explained. They are the most misunderstood, and they may be the most important. The fourth person God removes is the one who was only assigned to a season, not a lifetime. There are people God sends into your life with a specific purpose, a lesson, a season of growth, a chapter of preparation. And when that chapter closes, when the assignment between you is complete, their continued presence would actually become a hindrance, not a help. It was never about failure. It was never about incompatibility in the ordinary sense. It was about divine timing. Every soul that enters your life arrives with a purpose, and every soul that departs leaves a deposit, whether you recognize it immediately or not. The one who left was not supposed to stay forever. They were supposed to prepare you. Their season was complete. Yours is only beginning. The fifth person, and perhaps the most spiritually significant of all, is the one assigned to distract you from your assignment. This removal is the hardest to see in real time, because this person often appears as opportunity, as connection, as something that looks like it was meant for you. But look closely at the fruit. Every time you were close to a breakthrough, did something involving this person pull you back? Every time clarity was coming, did the confusion that surrounded them cloud your discernment? Chosen ones often mistake spiritual interference for human failing. They blame themselves. They wonder what they did wrong. But you were not being punished. You were being protected. Because your assignment, your spiritual wealth, your divine abundance, your calling, carries a weight that the enemy does not want fulfilled. And so the greatest attack is not always a direct assault. Sometimes it comes in the form of a distraction, a relationship, a connection that seems good but leads nowhere that God intended. Their removal was not the end of something. It was the clearing of your path. If someone has been removed from your life, recently, or even in a season long past that you still carry, hear this now. You were not marked for lack. You were not created to live beneath your calling. The removal you experienced was not evidence that something went wrong. It was evidence that something is being set right. Every person God lifts out of your story creates space. Space for alignment, space for the right voices, space for the level of spiritual wealth and divine abundance that matches your actual assignment. The circle is being refined, not reduced. The path is being cleared, not closed. And what is coming, what God is repositioning you toward right now, it requires you to arrive without the weight of what was removed. You were being prepared, not overlooked. You were being elevated, not abandoned. It is already yours. Receive it. If this message spoke directly to you, comment 777 below as a sign that you receive it by faith today. And as you step into this next season, stay close to this channel. Subscribe now and like this video so we can keep unlocking divine abundance code together.